Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going deep on AI.
Artificial intelligence.
Yeah, AI. Thanks for that.
You got it.
So we're looking at this video essay. It's in Spanish.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, the title is Artificial Intelligence, Benefits, Risks, and Responsible Future. So pretty much sums it up right.
Yeah, it does give you the whole picture.
And AI is everywhere these days. It's kind of mind-blowing.
It really is. And this essay, it lays out the potential and the possible problems too.
Okay, so let's start with the good stuff. What's so amazing about AI? What makes it so powerful?
Well, the essay, it really highlights AI's ability to deal with like massive amounts of data.
Oh yeah, we're talking way more than humans could ever
Way
handle.
more. It's like a super detective,
Right.
finding patterns and making predictions, and it's scary accurate.
So it's not just about, number crunching. It's about finding things that we might miss.
Exactly, insights that would just go right over our heads, and they're already leading to some pretty amazing advances.
Like what?
Well, for instance, did you know that studies show AI-powered logistics can cut down delivery times by 15%?
Wow. That's actually a huge improvement.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
I am noticing things arriving faster.
Yeah, me too.
So besides, faster shipping, where else is AI making a difference?
Tons of places. The essay mentions finance, for example.
Oh,
AI is being used to detect fraud and make investment decisions with, a level of precision we've never seen before.
that sounds super helpful for banks and investors, but what about, the average person?
Well, think about healthcare.
Okay,
AI is being used to diagnose diseases earlier and more accurately.
like how?
Imagine a doctor that can analyze thousands of medical images and studies to spot like subtle signs of illness.
That sounds like a sci-fi movie.
I know, right? But it's happening now.
It's really happening.
It is, and it could mean like way better outcomes for patients.
Potentially even lives saved.
Exactly.
Wow, that's incredible. So it sounds like AI is boosting efficiency in a bunch of different fields.
Yeah, for sure.
But the essay also talks about AI as an innovation engine. What does that even mean?
It means that AI can actually help us be more creative.
Okay.
Think about it. If AI takes over those mundane, repetitive tasks, you're freed up to focus on the big picture, the strategic thinking, those aha moments that lead to real innovation.
Okay, so instead of AI, replacing us, it's more like it's freeing us up to do what we do best, think creatively and problem solve.
Exactly. And that could lead to breakthroughs in all sorts of areas, developing new materials, finding solutions to climate change, even creating entirely new art forms.
That's true. I have seen some amazing AI generated art online,
Yeah, it's mind blowing.
really pushing the boundaries.
It is. But the essay reminds us, we need to be cautious too.
Like what are some of the potential downsides to all this AI advancement?
Well, one of the big ones is transparency.
Okay.
A lot of these AI systems are incredibly complex, almost like black boxes. Even the creators don't always fully understand how they reach a conclusion.
So we're kind of trusting these systems without fully knowing how they work.
That's a valid concern, especially when you think about AI being used in things like loan applications or healthcare decisions.
That does seem a little unnerving.
It is, and it's something experts are working on developing AI systems that are more transparent and explainable so we can understand their reasoning and build trust.
Okay, that makes sense. So what else should we be thinking about as AI becomes more and more a part of our lives?
Well, another big one is the impact of AI on jobs.
Right, jobs.
As AI becomes more sophisticated, it could automate a lot of jobs that are currently done by humans.
Yeah, I can see why people are worried about that. But isn't it possible that AI also creates new jobs that we can't even imagine yet?
That's absolutely a possibility.
Yeah.
I mean, history has shown us that new technologies often lead to new industries and career paths.
Yeah, like the internet.
Exactly.
So it's not just about jobs disappearing, it's also about how the whole, the landscape of work might change.
Yeah.
Instead of getting anxious about it, maybe we should think about, what new skills we can develop to thrive in a future job market where AI is more of a collaborator than a competitor.
I like that way of thinking. It's about adapting and evolving along with the technology. The essay stresses the need for lifelong learning and developing skills that complement AI, like creativity, critical thinking, and complex problem solving.
Okay, that makes sense. So we've got this powerful technology with the potential to, revolutionize everything,
Yeah,
but we need to be smart about how we develop and use it.
absolutely.
What are some other key takeaways from the essay?
Well, it really emphasizes the need for ongoing dialogue and collaboration between developers, policymakers, and the public.
So it's not just about the tech itself, it's about, having these conversations and making sure AI is developed in a way that benefits everyone.
Yeah, we need to be thinking about the ethical implications, the societal impact. How do we ensure AI is used responsibly?
Okay, so let's dig into that a bit more. What are some of those ethical things we need to be thinking about?
Well, one big one is fairness.
Okay.
We got to make sure that AI systems aren't perpetuating existing biases or even creating new ones.
Hmm. Can you give me like a real world example of what that might look like?
Sure, imagine an AI system being used to, make hiring decisions.
Okay. Yeah.
If the data it's trained on reflects existing biases in the workplace, like, say, a lack of women in leadership roles,
Right.
the AI might unintentionally discriminate against female candidates.
Yeah, that's a really important point. So how do we guard against that? How do we make sure these systems are fair and impartial?
Well, that's where the collaboration piece comes in. We need diverse teams of developers working on these systems, people from different backgrounds, different perspectives, who can help spot and mitigate potential biases.
Mm.
And we also need clear guidelines and regulation to make
Right.
sure these systems are being developed and used ethically.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot to consider, but it's definitely worth it if it means creating a more just and equitable world. What about the societal impact of AI? How might it change the way we live and interact with each other?
Well, AI has the potential to transform like everything from transportation to healthcare to education.
Wow.
It could lead to safer roads, personalized medicine, more effective learning experiences.
Mm-hmm.
But we need to be mindful of the potential downsides too.
Such as.
For one, there's the issue of privacy.
Right.
AI systems collect and analyze massive amounts of data, and we need to make sure that data is being handled responsibly and that people's privacy is protected.
Yeah, I've definitely noticed those personalized ads are getting creepily specific sometimes. It's like my phone is listening to me.
It's a valid concern. We need clear regulations
Mhm.
around data collection and usage, and people need to have control over their own data.
Okay, so we've talked about the benefits, the potential risks. How do we find that right balance? How do we make sure AI is a force for good?
Well, the essay really emphasizes individual responsibility.
Okay.
We need to stay informed about what's happening with AI, and we need to be part of the conversation about how it's developed and used.
So it's not just leaving it up to the experts.
No, it's about everyone taking ownership and being part of the solution,
And that means,
asking tough questions, challenging assumptions, demanding transparency from the people creating and deploying these systems.
okay, so we need to stay informed, be engaged, hold those in power accountable. What else can we do to kind of, steer AI in the right direction?
The essay highlights education.
Okay.
We need to equip future generations with the skills and knowledge to thrive in this AI powered world.
So it's not just about teaching kids how to code.
No, it's about teaching them how to think critically about AI and its implications.
Right.
We need to cultivate critical thinking, ethical awareness, a sense of responsibility.
It sounds like a big task, but also kind of an exciting one. It's like we're on the verge of something brand new and we have this chance to shape it in a way that benefits everyone.
That's a great way to put it. We're at a crossroads, and the choices we make now will have a lasting impact.
So let's talk about those choices. What are some like concrete things we can do to make sure AI is used for good?
The essay suggests a multi pronged approach,
Well,
strong ethical guidelines for AI development, robust regulations to protect privacy and prevent misuse, and ongoing investment in education and research.
okay, so it's a combo of setting boundaries, empowering individuals, and fostering innovation, but in a responsible way.
Exactly.
So to wrap it all up, what are some key takeaways you want our listeners to walk away with?
The biggest one for me is that the future of AI is not set in stone.
Oh, okay.
It's up to us to shape it.
Yeah.
It's up to all of us to have those conversations, ask those tough questions, and demand that AI is used in a way that benefits everyone.
Yeah, it really does feel like we're at this point where we can actually, make a difference.
We are in one area where those choices are going to be really important is the economy.
Okay, the economy.
The essay talks about how AI could really change the job market, and it's not just, robots taking over.
Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people are afraid of, but the essay, it seems like it's a little more complicated than that.
Yeah. It highlights how, throughout history, new technologies have often created new industries and jobs that we couldn't have even pictured before.
Oh, that's true, like the internet.
Exactly. Think about all the jobs that exist today that simply didn't exist before the internet.
Yeah, it's not just about jobs going away, it's about new ones popping up that we can't even imagine.
Right. And the essays suggest that maybe instead of thinking about AI as a threat to jobs, we should think about it as an opportunity to kind of redefine work altogether.
Okay, so how would that work?
What if AI could take care of all those, repetitive, time-consuming tasks
Mm.
and free us up to focus on more creative, more fulfilling work?
So AI enhancing our capabilities instead of replacing us.
Exactly. Think about fields like design.
Okay.
AI could generate those initial concepts or handle the more technical parts, allowing human designers to really focus on the artistic vision and the emotional impact of their work.
Interesting. So it's not humans versus machines. It's more like humans and machines working together, each doing what they do best.
Exactly. And the essay really stresses that we need to be ready to adapt and evolve along with these changes.
Like lifelong learning.
Yeah, exactly. We need to be constantly developing new skills and embracing the opportunities that come with these new technologies.
It's like a call to action, be proactive, right?
Mm,
Shape our own futures in this world that's changing so fast.
it is the essays urging us to be active participants in this, technological revolution, not just sitting back and watching it happen.
So, beyond the economic side of things, the essay also talks about the broader societal impact of AI.
It
What are some of the key points there?
well, it brings up some pretty deep questions about how AI might change the way we relate to each other, our sense of privacy, even our understanding of what it means to be human.
Wow, those are big questions. It's like AI is making us rethink some really fundamental ideas.
It is, and the essay doesn't pretend to have all the answers, but it encourages us to have these conversations, to approach AI with both, a sense of wonder and a healthy dose of critical thinking.
So, recognizing the potential of AI, but also being aware of the potential risks and ethical concerns.
Exactly. Finding that balance between, embracing innovation and making sure that it aligns with our values, that it serves the common good.
Sounds like this essay is a real call to action, urging us to step up and play a role in shaping the future of AI.
It reminds us that the choices we make today, both as individuals and as a society, will have a huge impact on the world of tomorrow.
Well, that's definitely a lot to think about. As we wrap up this deep dive into AI, what are the main things you want our listeners to remember?
I think the most important takeaway is that AI is a powerful tool. It can change our lives in countless ways, but we have to approach it carefully and responsibly. We have to think about the ethical and societal challenges that come with it.
So, not just saying yes or no to AI, but understanding it and making sure it's developed in a way that benefits everyone.
Exactly. And that takes ongoing dialogue, collaboration, a commitment to using this technology for good. Stay informed, stay engaged, and advocate for responsible AI.
Well said. As AI continues to evolve, it's really up to all of us to do our part to make sure it's used to create a better world, more just equitable, sustainable.
I couldn't agree more. The future of AI is in our hands, and we have to shape it wisely.
On that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive into the world of AI. Thanks for joining us, and be sure to check out the show notes for links to the essay and some other resources that can help you learn more about this fascinating topic. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep asking those big questions.